News and all things local.
Okay, welcome. We have another really big show for you today, real estate and much more. We have the quote of the week. We hear about everyone's weekend, and numbers aren't sexy, but they tell a story. And we've got two special guests, Big Fred, to talk about Loretta's 4th of July picnic, and singer-songwriter Charles Mott.
Good morning.
Good morning,
everybody.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Nathan, you want to start us?
Sure. Well, this week's quote, it's going to be, I will forever believe that buying a home is a great investment. Why? Because you can't live in a stock certificate. You can't live in a mutual fund. You can live in a home. Unknown.
I like
That's
that one.
true.
That
That's
is true. I
true.
really like that quote.
Me too. It's going to be hard to live in a stock certificate. I'm just not sure how, unless you had a lot of them, and then you could build a house with it or something.
But it rains and they're gone.
And then they're ruined. Yes. So a home is a great investment. It always will be. It always has been. It's a great investment. It's a way to build your wealth. It's a way to build security.
Yep.
So,
and you got to keep them up. You can't let them just go.
right. You have to repair them. You have to do maintenance and all that. So,
Yeah.
All right. How was everybody's weekend?
Phenomenal. We had a great weekend with family and friends.
What'd you do?
Friday, I took off work and I floated the creek with my girlfriends down Shell Creek. And then Saturday, we had a fish fry with my family. And then Saturday night, we went out with with Teresa and my mom.
Yeah, we took the moms out. It was interesting.
It was great. Let's just say it's one for the books.
Interesting.
If anybody's on our Facebook, you can see a picture. We have a stack of shot glasses. It's great.
And correction on that post, that there was 2 of them that belonged to Teresa. Just
No, just one.
And we started out at Studders and we listened to David Phillips. He's phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
We made our way over to Society and we listened to Ben Daniel, and we also got to hear Charles Mott
I
play
know.
too. We had a great night.
Yeah, that was an unexpected surprise.
That was unexpected for me. I was supposed to have my kids this weekend, which I did Friday, but Saturday they wanted to go see fireworks with their mom. So
And
you
then
got to
catch
play.
Ben Daniels, yeah.
And then, of course, Sunday we went to the VBC and we got to see it's Spamalot. It's Monty Python's Spamalot. Pat's son was in it and did a great job.
Awesome.
He is
Hilarious.
a character.
I laughed
Hilarious.
so hard.
Oh my gosh, I laughed so hard.
I mean, I'm a big Monty Python fan.
I don't
to
like the
begin with.
movie. The movie is terrible, but
You
the
don't
play
like the
is
Holy
phenomenal.
Grail?
No.
Yes.
Oh man.
I don't like the
understand it
movie.
either.
I
Well,
don't-
there is nothing to understand. It's just.
Well, to be fair, it was when Holly and I watch a movie, it's 5-10 minutes and then she's snoring. So
Yes.
so she don't even know if she likes it or not, to be honest.
I watched enough to know I didn't really care much for the movie, but I loved the play. I'd go again.
Yeah.
I hate that was the last
Well,
show.
you can't now. It's the last show.
That was the last show.
What'd you guys do, Big Fred? What'd you do over the weekend?
A little bit of everything. I can't really and honest. I can't remember what I did this weekend. I mean, most of my weekends consist of, hey, what are we gonna do? And then it's like, I'm a spur of the moment guy. I'm not an agenda driven guy. That's all I can tell you. If you ask me what the agenda is, I'm like, let's find a road and see where it comes out at. That's the way I am.
I'm that way on weekends, but any other time, I'm an agenda person.
Through the week,
definitely.
I'm right there behind my barber chair slinging hair is what I'm doing. So, that's
Where
that's
you
what-
at again?
I'm at headquarters located down by Susu's and Protan and across from Duncan's Market in a little plaza there. It's called Headquarters.
We used to have a store up in Ohio where I grew up, and it was called Headquarters. And it used
That was
to.
a head shop.
That's what it was. They used to sell paraphernalia and all kinds of.
I mean, I don't know about that shop.
all kinds of.
So
wild stuff.
they sold pipe tobacco. Is that what you're saying?
They did. They did. And they also sold water beds, and I thought that was odd.
Water beds and pipe tobacco.
Yes. Yes, so that was.
You're gonna be floating one way or another, huh?
True, true. So every time I see that place down here and it's called headquarters, that's what I think about. I think about the store up home.
Yeah, we got a great crew down there. I mean, we can pretty much do anything you want. We've got makeup ladies. We got if you want a perm, we got some people that can do your perm. We even got like permanent jewelry down there. You can go down there and talk to Jen, and she can hook you up with some permanent jewelry and stuff. And I mean, I do hair there. I'm mostly guys is what I do. So
You did mine once.
Yeah. I
tried to get an appointment with you a couple times, but
Well,
You were hard to get into.
Come on down.
if you got an appointment, keep your appointment with Big Fred
Yeah.
because you're not going to get another one.
I mean, we can fix you up and make you look good and make you feel good and make you feel all pretty. And if you got a wedding you got coming up, come to me. We'll get you fixed up and we'll get you a haircut that your wife will be proud of. That way, 30 years down the road, when you pull out the wedding pictures and you're celebrating anniversary.
What the heck happened?
They're not going to look at you. They're not going to be like, why did you cut your hair like that?
Right.
I did do one haircut for this guy one time. I won't name any names, but I did a sweet mullet. I mean, not even gonna lie. I mean, we did an American flag on the side of this dude's head and a lightning bolt on the other, and
For a wedding?
I didn't know we had a wedding.
Oh, no.
I had no idea. And he got up on there and posted it up. And I read in the comments, people were all like, dude, that's awesome, that's sweet. And then I saw a comment that said, the wedding is in 5 days. And I'm like,
no.
yeah! My mullet's going to be in their wedding pictures.
Well, Charles, what'd you do over the weekend?
Well, I had my son Friday, my oldest son, and then I was supposed to have them both Saturday night, like I said, and we went and seen my mom for a while, and then fireworks came, and he wanted to go home to his mom, and wound up calling and saying his cousin came over, so I wound up going to see Ben Daniels, because usually I'm playing, so I don't ever get to see the other people that are playing, and so it was nice to go be able to just sit and hear somebody and have a drink and
Especially
chill.
Ben Daniels.
Yeah,
good.
he's one of my favorites. So, no, it was a cool weekend.
Gotta go see Ben Daniels because he gotta go buy his daughters Marlboro Reds and all that cool stuff.
He made that joke the other
No,
night.
I didn't hear it.
Yeah.
Oh, did I hear it? Oh.
Yeah.
Well, we won't talk anymore about that.
Teresa, how was your weekend?
Yeah, tell us what'd you do this weekend?
My weekend was
Did you go to
fun.
headquarters up where you were from? Is that where you went?
No, I didn't. No, I worked Friday and Saturday I went out and had a really good time. And Pat, how was your weekend?
I just want to point out I got to drive the Jeep for the first time Saturday night.
Yes, and
I'm sorry.
thank you. I was. Hopefully,
Remnants of the weekend.
oh, it was my glitter. Was it showing? No, it was. No, we had a good time, and yes, to veer on the safety side, I let him drive because I had a drink, and I thought I'd probably better not drive.
That was smart.
Yep. So he got to drive my brand new Jeep.
Oh, no.
I was nervous.
Yeah.
Actually, I didn't even.
You didn't even know.
You hanging out the back going,
Up on the top and yelling and screaming.
"Hey, free bird!"
No, I didn't do that.
Pat, how was your weekend?
Oh, I had a good weekend. I went to see Spamalot
Yeah.
and see Michael and my daughter-in-law. She was the choreographer, so.
Oh, there was
I
a lot of
wondered where she
choreography.
was.
Yeah.
I forgot to ask you where she was because
Yeah.
I didn't see her.
Yeah, she was did the choreography for
She
that.
did a great
so-
job with that. They all
Yeah.
did great.
so
If
it
y'all
was
don't
fun.
know where that's at, that's down in Huntsville,
Yeah, at the Von Braun Civic Center.
and that was a good play.
Yes, it was. Yes,
It was funny. Funny.
Especially if you like Monty Python.
I was just impressed. I had no clue. I was really impressed. I think my girls, they just giggled and
I think they
giggled.
did too.
Especially my older one,
Yeah.
because she, she's at the age where she's 17, so she understands finally the adult humor, where my 9-year-old doesn't really understand
just
the adult
laughed
humor.
when
She just lets everybody else laugh. Yay.
Right?
Well, that's what I do. I laugh when everybody laughs if I don't get it. So.
Or if I don't hear it. So, anyway. All right.
Well, let's go to a commercial, and when we get back, our number's sexy.
Hi, I'm Chloe Bell. I'm a singer-songwriter, and I love my hometown, and someone who loves my hometown just as much is the gang at Flora Mid-South Realty. If you're looking for the perfect place to call home, give them a call.
Let the gang at Flora Mid-South Realty help you out. Call 931-762-4247 or online at floramidSouthRealty.com.
Why would you buy or sell a home without a realtor? Would you go whitewater rafting without a life jacket? Let me protect you with all things real estate. Hi, I'm Teresa Flora with Flora Mid-South Realty, and you can reach me at 931-271-5790. Let's see how we can work together. Catch us on Tuesday mornings from 8 to 9 on 105.3, 95.3, or online at FloraRockstars.com. Flora Rockstar Power Hour, brought to you by Flora Mid-South Realty, rocking the real estate news and all things local.
Well, before we get into numbers,
You know
let's talk
numbers
about
are
the picnic
sexy.
let's talk about the picnic coming up at the 4th of July picnic with Big Fred.
Yes, 4th of July picnic. It is, like I said earlier, it's probably Loretta's biggest family reunion that we have down there. It's a fun festival. We're going to have a big time. They're going to get started bright and early. They're going to have the country store open up at 7 a.m. 8 a.m. they're going to have baked goods on sale, and at 8 they're going to have the 5K run as well. So that's going to start bright and early. They're going to have sandwich stand open. The games begin at 10:30 or 10. I can't remember.
10 a.m.
10 a.m.
Yep.
I'm in that stage where I gotta have my glasses for everything now. But there's gonna be Mexican food. There's gonna be a beauty pageant. There's gonna be the beer garden opens up at 12. There's going to be a live band at 1, cornhole tournament at 3, and if you're interested in entering that cornhole tournament, it begins at 3. It's $50 per team to enter. You contact Zach Curtis at ZachCurtis16@gmail.com, and he'll get you fixed up to enter. And there's an online auction that you can go to at Sacred Heart at biddingnow.com. There's a lot of games. There's going to be we got a lot of the little like old timey cars that your kids get on and they ride around. It's a little thing, and that's been around probably. I'm 45 and I can remember riding them when I was a kid.
Wow.
I mean, they've been around for a long time. That's a big staple there. And then they have a big dinner that night, and like it's going to be a grand old time. And I'm going to make a big announcement this morning. I am coming out of retirement this year.
Yay!
I rode the Duncan booth for 10 years at the 4th of July picnic, and was pretty. I like to consider myself part of the most notorious crew that ever rode that Duncan booth, because I don't care who you are. I'm going to holler at you. I'm going to make fun of you. I mean, I made fun of my own mom and she throwed at me. I mean, that'll tell you if that tells you anything.
You throw like a mom.
Yeah, I mean, it was an awkward 3 days after, but you know, but she spent money and threw balls at me and stuff like that. Which I don't know why she spent money. She can do that.
My mom
for
would do.
free.
Yeah, I was gonna say my mom would do that for
Yeah,
free.
she was doing it for free. But yeah, I'm going to be riding the Duncan booth.
I was going
And-
to ask you if you was going to, because that is what I remember. I always remember the cars, and I always remember you being in the Duncan booth and the corn dogs, of course.
The Duncan booth was, I mean, I had so much fun on that thing. I mean, I love it when the little all-star kids show up and they've got the little all-star uniforms on, because that fuels my fire. You know, I'm like, all right, I'm fixing to make a kid cry. You know, and if I can get a dude in his baseball uniform to cry, I feel like I've done my job. You know, because, now don't get me wrong, if you're like one of the little ones, you know, you're a little one from like 3 years old up to maybe 4, I might cheer you on to help you dump me. But from,
you 5-year-olds, you better watch
but
out.
from 5 to 9, I don't care. I'm gonna holler at you, and you're gonna get mad. Just fair warning, you're gonna get mad at me. I'm gonna make fun of you. I'm gonna call you out on everything. I'm gonna do everything I can. And if you don't dunk me, just remember, I'm laughing at you the whole time, okay?
Are you going to be like that guy Bozo at the fair where they had to escort, the police had to escort him
Believe
out?
it or not, I think it was my 5th or 6th year, I had to have a police escort to my truck because I made fun of this dude, and I don't even know where he's from, but he was all big and muscled up and stuff, and you know, every time he'd throw at me, I'd holler roid rage at him because he had all these big muscles and stuff. Well, he got mad and he come over and stood at
He was natty. He was natty.
Yeah, he stood over at the ladder waiting on me to get off, and I kept splashing him with water. He was wetter than I was when we got done. And then the sheriff's deputy had to come over and escort me to my truck.
Oh, wow.
You know, and then I got
That's
my
some
truck.
serious.
I got my
serious
truck
talk.
and I zigzagged my way home because I wasn't about to show these dudes my way
Right.
home. So, like, I rode all the way around. I rode down past the state line and then come back up to my house. You know, that's what I did. I'm like, I don't want this big dude showing up in my driveway, but you know, I did. It was pretty fun. We had a big.
What is
old
the
fun.
general store?
The general store, it's like a little bit of everything. I mean, they'll probably have some baked goods. They'll probably have antiques, or you know, it's
It's kind of like a yard sale.
yeah,
isn't
it's
it?
like a yard sale.
Okay. That's
And then
cool.
this year they're doing fireworks, correct?
I think this is the first year they're doing a fireworks
Yeah.
show.
So and it starts at 9:00. So I think that's a really big thing too, because everybody like Lawrenceburg's already shot their fireworks. I know, like, well, my dad works at Sycamore Campground. You know, he owns that, and they're doing theirs on the 3rd. So I think that's a really big event going on for the 4th of July picnic down
Yeah.
there.
Bring your chair and come over and sit down and have you a corn dog and watch you some fireworks. And if you think you can handle it, come throw some balls at me on the dunking
I am
booth.
not, because I'll cry.
I mean,
Or you'll have to be escorted. One of the two.
I'll just say
escorting.
this: if you wear your feelings on your sleeve, come in a tank top. Okay, that's all I'm going to say.
All right. Well, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for telling us about the picnic and hangout. And you're going to hear some great music in a little bit.
Come on, it's going to be a fun time. Come see us.
All right. Thank you. All right. Now it's my favorite time of the show, and its numbers aren't sexy, but they do tell a story. These numbers are provided to us through a program called Real Tracks. And these are for the week of June 18th through the 24th. And I don't have comparison numbers because I couldn't find last week's sheet. So sorry about that. Oh, looky, Pat to the rescue. All right. So we have right now currently 78 listings, which is great. Last week we had 82, so we must have sold a few. And our average sale price is $401,626, which is absolutely crazy to me. And I just think that when you listen to the numbers story, and if you follow it week after week after week, you know that the sales price is never that high. It's always in the 2s, maybe the low 3s, but these high prices are, in my opinion, are probably getting a little out of control, and we're going to have to get more realistic. But we have 7 coming soon. Remember, coming soon is the seller is just not ready for you to view their property, but it will be on the market soon. Under contract, remember we have 2 under contracts. We have an under contract showing, which means that the seller is taking backup offers, and you may look at the property. There's 6 of those with an average sale price of $240,033. Not showing means that the seller doesn't want any more showings, no backup offers, and we have 0 of those. We had 0 expireds, which was great. That means that everything either is still on the market or it went under contract. Last week, we had 7 go under contract with an average sale price of $310,386. I will tell you that's the highest average sold price that we've had. Last week, we had Last week we had 7 sold as well, and with an average day on the no, I'm sorry, I'm looking at the sheet wrong. I don't even know how to read my own sheet. We had the list price to sell price, and that's the one that I always emphasize, that what the seller listed the property for versus what the seller sold it for. Last week was 98.63%. The week before that was 95%, so it got a little better for sellers. The list to contract, that means the day that the seller listed the property until it went under contract took an average of 45 days.
54.
Or 54 days. Sorry, I guess numbers are hard today too. And then contract to close, that means that once it went under contract until it went to close was 36 days. So that's a total of 96 days to go from listing to close. So if you're in a hurry, you might kind of want to step back a minute and reanalyze. So the numbers are great. It's still a good time. Interest rates are unchanging for the most part. They're running in the low 6s for your government kind of loans. The FHAs, the VAs, the USDAs are in the low 6s, mid to upper 6s for conventional. Now your interest rate's based on a lot of things, so it could vary tremendously. But you need to work with your agent, work with your lender, and see what is the best program out there. The other thing that you ought to do is talk to your agent and your lender about what grants are available. There are grants available sometimes when there's money, and it can help with down payment, it could help with closing costs, so you need to ask about the grant process as well. So those are the numbers. They are sexy, they do tell a story, and if you listen to them week after week, you'll understand. We're going to go, Maddie, let's go to a commercial. When we get back, we're going to listen to some good music.
Hey y'all, this is Lauren Dixon, Miss Tennessee. Did you know that there are 37 blessing boxes in Lawrence County? Would you share your heart for the hungry by purchasing non-perishable items or hygiene items and dropping them off at a blessing box near you? Or you can drop them off at Flora Mid-South Realty.
At Flora Mid-South Realty, we are located at 1288 First Avenue, just behind the radio stations and McDonald's. You can drop off your food, financial donations, or you can Venmo. That's at Flora Mid-South Realty. Why would you buy or sell a home without a realtor? Would you go whitewater rafting without a life jacket? Would you ride on the back of a motorcycle without hanging on tight to your girlfriend? Well, I'm your new girlfriend. Let me protect you with all things real estate. Hi, I'm Teresa Flora with Flora Mid-South Realty, and you can reach me at 931-271-5790. Let's see how we can work together.
Let the gang at Flora Mid-South Realty help you out at floramidSouthRealty.com.
All right, we are back, and I'm excited to announce, I try to always have singer-songwriters on my show because I believe singer-songwriters are kind of like what we are. We're independent contractors. We're out there on our own trying to make a living, and if they don't have a label behind them, then what they do, where they go, their recording, all of that costs lots of money, and they need supporters. And when they play locally, we need to tip them and help them on on their journey. And I feel it's really important to give them an opportunity to come on our show and sing for us, tell us who they are, and hopefully, word of mouth always always helps and promotes, and I really feel that's kind of that's my love, the singer-songwriter that are just getting started, and then when they get rich and famous, I'm going to hit them up. So that's my plan. So today we've got Charles Mott. I've heard him all over town, and I admire his singing, his enthusiasm, and I really like to listen to you. So first I'm going to ask you, how are you today?
Awesome. I'm very good today.
Good.
I was running a little behind, a little lost for a minute, but
That's all right. We're all a little lost. We all get a little lost sometimes. But how'd you get in the music industry?
I don't know. I started playing when I was about 13 years old. My dad always had a guitar and picked a few chords, and I always wanted a guitar. And I remember I come home one day and Dad said, what you been wanting for a while? And I said, a guitar? And he said, look in the closet. So I opened the door and it was a ukulele. He said, you learn how to play that, and we'll think about getting you a guitar. Well, I played it for a while, and I told him, I said, Dad, I want a guitar. And he was like, well, when you can play me a full song on my guitar, you can have it. So I took his guitar to the bedroom and come out a couple hours later and did the whole Sweet Home Alabama spiel.
Oh, nice.
Got the guitar, and then it was on from there. So
Oh, good. Good.
just playing parking lots and everywhere growing up as a teenager and coming through, and finally in the last few years started booking out and just playing all over the place.
All right,
So
what do
how
you got?
old were you?
When I started playing?
Yes.
13. So
Nice.
is that 21 years ago?
Good. And you've got some new things coming out. You're gonna
Well,
be.
I'm working on some stuff, and I'm doing some recording in a couple of places. It's just finding the right sound and the right, because I've had things recorded and it's not what I'm hearing in my head, and until it's right, I just don't want to put anything out there.
Sure,
I don't want to regret it later that I was in a hurry. So yeah, I'm working on some stuff, and I'm trying to, I do a lot of covers, playing out and stuff, and I'm trying to move in the way of doing originals. So hopefully in the next year or so, well, hopefully before 2 years, I want to get to where I'm doing strictly all
Your own.
original material.
That's good.
And maybe throw in a few covers if somebody
Sure.
requests them or whatnot. But yeah,
You know what your beard reminds me of?
oh Lord.
Your beard reminds me of Grizzly Adams. Do you all remember? Do you remember that show? I remember it when I was really young, and he always had a big beard like
I'm
yours.
gonna take it as a compliment.
It is a compliment. It is a big
Kind of what I
compliment.
was going for.
It reminds me a little bit more of like Chris Christopherson to me.
Well, anyway.
I get a
so-
Santa Claus feeling. I don't know if
I met Santa Claus the other day. He was at my show. It was funny because the guy come up and tipped me, and he looked just like Santa. And I was going to say, I appreciate that, Santa, and I didn't want to be rude, so I didn't. And then he come back up and threw something else in my guitar case. When I looked down, there was a picture of him and his wife, and they were Santa. And
Oh.
I was like, hey,
So
Chris.
Santa Claus came to your
Yeah.
show. That's special.
But we
That's
discussed
special.
beards and all that, and I think I'm going to get into that. He said it makes pretty good doing that.
hey, there you go.
Cool. You just have to spray paint it white or
Oh, it'll
something.
be a
dye it
big
white.
when I'm older. That's
Oh,
when
okay.
My hands are tired.
All right. Well, let's listen to some music. What do you got?
Oh, Lord. I debated all night on what I was going to play when I got here. I think I'm going to do Wicked. This is a song I wrote. I played it at a songwriting competition here a while back and did okay with it. But I wrote it because I was playing a venue one night and seen this girl and this guy was all over each other. And it was a sweet looking couple. Well, the next night I see the same girl but a different guy. The next night it's the same girl but a different guy.
Oh,
So I went home and wrote this song right here. It's called Wicked. You've been giving me them come get some eyes all night long from afar. You finally found your way to a stool on my end of the bar. take you home to unspeakable things. But I've got a conscience, and so far it ain't led me wrong. It keeps reminding me of the man who bought the band you got on. Your man loves you warmer. Why you in here tonight? Well, I can tell him your secret. Make a grown man cry. Woman, you're wicked. And it's easy to see. You're nothing but a heartache, and that's the worst way to be. Your man loves you warmer. Why you trying me tonight? Well, I can tell him your secret, but I don't wanna make a grown man cry. Woman, you're wicked, and it's easy to see that you're nothing but a heartache, and that's all you'll ever be. Appreciate that.
I really like that.
Wow.
That is good.
Thank you.
That is good. Well, just keep going. Just keep going.
Sure gonna try.
No, I'm saying keep going.
I didn't know that time to literally keep going.
We've got plenty of time.
I just love your voice.
I know.
Golly, and you can play that guitar amazing.
That sounds better when it's in tune, I guarantee it.
I didn't know it wasn't in tune.
And somebody else is playing it. Let's see. This one I actually just wrote a few days ago. I was sitting around picking it and I decided I liked it. And maybe I won't butcher it. I'm all nervous on the air here.
Nah, just us.
I like this. It's a cool experience.
Mhm.
Let's see. This it's called She Is Mine. The world holds a lot of pretty girls. I hold the prettiest one. Argue with me all you like. Can't change the world, no. Don't ask me why I am so blessed. Your guess, I guess, is just as good as mine. If you don't know how beautiful looks, take a look at the one I hold. Dream about her all you like, but don't touch my heart and soul unless you're out for trouble, 'cause this'll give you all the trouble you look to find. Yeah, we've all got our favorites, and this woman, she is mine. Yeah, we've all got our favorites, and this woman, she is mine. Every morning is a miracle when the sunlight warms the bed. I open up my sleepy eyes. Good morning, sleepyhead. But I could lay with her forever and never regret the way I've spent my time. Yeah, we've all got our favorites, and this woman, she is mine. Yeah, we've all got our favorites, she is mine. Well, I can't fathom doing life without this woman by my side. And I would rather die by a storm than to live this life alone. Yeah, the world holds a lot of pretty girls, but I hold the prettiest one. Argue with me all you like, you can't change the world, no. Don't ask me why I am so blessed. Your guess, I guess, just as good as mine. Yeah, we've all got our favorites, and this woman, she is mine. Yeah, we've all got our favorites, and this woman, she is mine.
Man, I want to be holding the culture right now.
And you just wrote that?
Yeah, I wrote that, well, actually, I guess it's been about a week ago. I was just goofing off, and the people around me was like, well, that was pretty cool.
It is pretty
So I just
cool.
wrote it, yeah.
I would not
all I
be.
can say is Chris Stapleton ain't got nothing on
Well,
Charles Mont.
I was just getting ready to say if he could play that. I think he plays one, don't
What,
you?
a Stapleton song?
Yeah.
I mean, I can do a Stapleton song.
You know which one, right?
Which one? No, I'm not.
Okay.
What are you trying to put on me?
No, that. What's the name of that? Whiskey.
Tennessee whiskey.
Tennessee whiskey.
I can do that if you want me
I thought you could. I've heard that.
to. It won't be Stapleton, but it'll be.
No, it'll be you.
I mean,
We got time for this one, and then we'll wrap it up.
let's see. Used to spend my nights out in a barroom. Liquor was the only love I know. But you rescued me from reaching for the bottle. You brought me back from being too far gone. You're as smooth as Tennessee whiskey. You're as sweet as strawberry wine. You're as warm, oh so warm, like a glass brandy. And honey, I stay strong on your love all the time. Well, I've looked for love in all the same old places. Found the bottom, but the bottom's always dry. But when you poured out your heart, girl, I didn't waste it. 'Cause there's nothing like your love Tennessee whiskey. Appreciate you.
Love it, love it.
Let me ask you a question. Do you ever get your hair tangled up in the strings?
Well, if I'm on stage, I usually put my hair tie in because I've been in the middle of a song and my hair, the air, or I move my head wrong and get a mouthful of hair. Stop singing and mess the whole song up. Yeah, actually, my old lady, she was like, I asked her, should I leave it down or put it up this morning? And she was like, well, is you gonna be okay? And I said, well, just playing a couple songs or a song, I think it'll be all right. But yeah, I've made a fool of myself. Put a mouthful of hair for sure.
Well, that was fantastic. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I appreciate you having me.
Absolutely, and always. And I would really like to see Wicked go far. I think that's a really good song.
I hope it does.
Have you? Is it on Spotify or any place
It's not
yet?
on anything yet. I've
It's on the
Don't
Flora
social
Mid-South
media.
YouTube.
and I'm new to it, so I'm trying to get all that figured out. And like I said, until I get a good studio quality recording that's just feels right, I'm not gonna put it out because, I mean,
I think that one would be a really good one if you
I
put
do
that
too.
out. You
really
do
do
it
too.
a lot of justice. It sounds so good.
I sure do.
I love the story behind it too.
That is great. Yes, you definitely tell the story behind it.
It is.
Yeah, I didn't know what I was gonna play when I came because I've got some crowds that request certain songs, and then other crowds like I have a lot of people that request Wicked, and then I have a lot. I got a song called Bottle of Crown, and everywhere I go, I got people that request it. And I was like, well, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
I love Crown
gotta do
Royal.
something. Right, I think that's why people like the song. It's just a drinking song, so.
Well, we'll catch that one the next time.
Absolutely. I hope
The
it is
next-
next time.
Oh, there will be, always, always. I want a little shout out about our blessing boxes. As you know, we do the blessing box, and what we do is Pat and I collect food and or monies or Venmo or whatever you guys can do for us. And then what we do is her and I bag up the foods and we go deliver them to the blessing boxes in Lawrence County. And there's new boxes up now, so there's 40 boxes. And it's a lot of boxes to fill. And they start up in Summertown and work all the way down to 5 Points and south. So if you are cleaning out your cupboards and you've got some good dated food that you're just not going to use,
Gotta check the expiration, please.
yes, make sure that bring it to us, or we'll even come and get it. And if you would like to do a financial donation, we would really appreciate that. People are really big at Christmas time to donate and to give and to be a part of something, but this is a year-round program, and right now people are slacking off and not thinking about giving to the boxes. So remember us, remember the boxes. It's just an opportunity for us to give that little extra to get them over the hump till the first of the month, or till they get into a better situation. So again, the blessing boxes, and you could drop off here or there at the office.
At 1288 First Avenue, behind the radio station, McDonald's and Burger King. Or you can give us a call at 931-762-4247.
Correct. So we can make sure we have enough to. We've only been able to fill all the boxes one time. And so.
And I have no problem coming and picking it up either. If you got stuff you can't get it down, just let us know and we can come pick it up.
Correct. And so anyway, that's the blessing boxes. And if anybody out there is a singer-songwriter and would like to be on the show, contact us and let's chit-chat and see if we can't get you scheduled. I'd love to promote singer-songwriters, and that's something dear to my heart. So if
and
you're out there...
hairstylists, barbers.
Yeah, hairstylists and barbers too.
Yeah, or at events. If you do have a big event coming up, like the 4th of July picnic is, we all like to know what's local going on, and because we do support a lot of local businesses here.
Do you have any other events going on? Any other happenings?
I forgot to look that all up this morning.
Okay.
There are several fireworks shows going on the 4th of July. I think there's a big one in Summertown at the Baptist Church up there. I think that's what it is.
My dad,
On
of
4th
course.
of July?
Uh-huh.
And my dad does one. He does a really big one at the Sycamore Campground Taco Shack. He's doing it this year on July the 3rd. So,
I
and
went
that
to
was down
that.
on the creek.
Yeah, we went there last year.
Yeah, we did. That was good. It had music and
He always
fireworks.
spends. I mean, he spends like thousands of dollars on fireworks. But he just loves that stuff. He's been he's been shooting fireworks since I was little. He'd go buy them on New Year's. We would shoot off fireworks. We'd sit. It was so cold one year. We would sit inside and watch them out through the window.
It was cold when it was doing fireworks?
It was snowing.
January.
Oh, and
New Year's.
I missed
New
that
Year's.
part. I missed that part. I thought, wow.
You thought it was a cold day in July.
I did. I guess Pulaski's having their fireworks on Saturday too, so you can go over to Pulaski and watch. So just keep your eyes to the sky, and fireworks are somewhere, and you can hear them always.
That's one cool thing about where I'm at down at the shop. You can sit out in the parking lot, and then you can see all the number streets is what I call them.
Yeah.
You can look up. You can just sit there and watch them, and you can just see all the fireworks going
Oh,
off
yeah.
here and there. And that's always fun to watch.
Talking about looking up in the sky, I was on the porch the other night, and I seen a stream of lights coming through there, and I started freaking out. I was like, I ain't seeing this. It looked like a UFO or something. I ran in the house, and I was like, Darcy, you got to come see this. And I made her come outside on the porch and look, and she didn't see it, and it was going over the trees when she come out. But I went in, I was like, I know I'm not crazy, and I was looking up, and I guess it was Elon Musk's his doing Starlink
Oh,
stuff.
that's so
yeah.
cool.
Those satellites.
SpaceX.
I didn't know nothing about that.
Did you go to that headquarters too?
I'm a little behind on the social stuff. Apparently everybody else knew what it was. I put it on Facebook. I was like, did anybody see that the lights over 5 points? And
Yeah.
it was like a Starlink, and I was like, oh.
I've only seen that one time. It is really cool, and I was the same way because I had no clue about it either. I'm thinking, that's a UFO. There's no one gonna believe me.
Right, that's exactly what I thought. That's why I made her come outside. I was like, she gonna believe this. I was like, she gonna look at this.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool.
That's why you watch Ancient Aliens, so you can see all this stuff.
Oh
Oh, see, that's where
Lord,
Homer
please
gets his
bless us.
information from.
Yeah, that's what he is. He likes to watch Ancient Aliens.
Yeah.
He is
Lord.
all
It's
about
a great
it.
story.
Yeah, I'm sick of them though, but he likes it.
Well, they built the pyramids, didn't they?
Yeah, well.
That's what they say. That's what they say.
We listened to a podcast called Scared to Death, and they actually did a story about UFOs, and it was back in the 90s, and they were talking about, like, it was like they got hypnotized and everything, and how it sounded actually pretty accurate.
They were at
I
the
guess
head
the
shop.
time. No, it's like
Too
loss
long.
of time is like a big thing with like UFO encounters or whatever.
I think the Ancient Alien thing, I think that is time travelers.
maybe.
So I think it's
Maybe.
time travelers.
Oh,
I think
Why?
it's just a good story people just like to listen to and fantasize about,
Where
but
did
that's
this
just
show
me.
go?
I could handle time
I
travel.
didn't mean to throw off rails.
We were having great music, and now it's aliens.
You never know.
If I could,
Time
dude,
travel.
if I could time travel, I'd go back to myself in about like 13 and say, quit eating that stuff, man. You know,
Yes.
because then I'd be all ripped and stuff. Now.
I know.
Whatnot.
I would
You
say
know.
Still do that
study
now.
harder, quit skipping school, and going behind the schoolhouse building and
Oh my
Smoking.
gosh.
smoke.
So I was one of those good little Catholic kids growing
No,
up.
I
You know,
was
I
not.
never got out and raised any cane. And
I can't tell you how many
I
times
was
I
super
forged my mom's
angelic.
name on detention slips.
Hey, I can't say anything. I did forge my mom's name just so I could skip school. I'd leave school early. I'd sign myself out.
We had a cop there at our school, Barney. Barney had to be 80
Was
years
his last
old.
name Fife?
No. And
Great.
he caught me one time getting in my boyfriend's car, and he let us get clear down the road, and I thought I got away with it, and then he followed us and turned on the lights and gave me the 5th degree like he was my dad, made me ride in the back of the police car, paraded me in front of the high school, and then made me go in back, and then escorted me to the principal's office. Now talk about being humiliated, and I got in so much trouble.
Well, wait a minute. So
Did you ever do it again?
Only you, or where was your boyfriend?
He got to drive away. He got to get the kid, stay in his car and leave. He only took me back. He figured Kurt was a lost cause anyway. He was trying to save my soul.
That name dropping.
There you go. See, my mom worked at the courthouse, and so like I'd get pulled over, and my mom forbid me to use her name if I ever got pulled over, and I never used her name. Well, I'd give them, I got pulled over the first time I ever got pulled over. I ain't even gonna. It was Donnie Thompson. Pulled me over in front of Memorial Gardens. I was speeding, and then he pulled up and he said, "Let me see your license," and I showed it to him. He looked at the name and he said, "You Wanda's boy, ain't you?" And I looked at him. I said, "I'm not allowed to give you that information right now." And
Wanda told me not to.
instead of writing me a ticket, my fine was to go home and tell Mom that Donnie Thompson said hi. And I went home. I'm like, Donnie Thompson saw me. He said to tell you hi, and she'll say, "Well, where'd you see him at?" And I said, "Memorial Gardens." And she says, "Well, do you have a funeral to go to?" And I'm like, "No, I didn't have a funeral to go to." And then I finally had to tell her I was speeding. But it was that was one of the more memorable ones that
I bet.
And
What was you driving then?
I had a 1978 El Camino Conquista.
I remember that.
That car was a freaking rocket, man. I mean,
Too bad you still don't have
I
that.
missed that car. It
I
was like the
know.
mullet of cars. It's
Right.
like business up front and party in the back, man. I mean, that car was so much fun to ride. I mean, but yeah, I was in my El Camino and I got pulled over, and there's nothing white trash about that story at all, because you're in your El Camino and your parents on a trailer park, and but yeah,
That's a whole story you're
I
gonna
could
have to
tell
tell
stories
us.
on that all day, but
Yes.
yeah, my mom was she fussed, and then Donnie saw her the next Monday at the courthouse because they had court that day, and he walked in. He said, "Miss Wanda, did your boy tell you that I told you to say hi?" And she said, "Yes." And of course, I was hoofing it for about a week because I got my keys took away from me at that time. But yeah, it was pretty awesome. I remember, I'll never forget that one. But,
Did you speed anymore?
oh yeah.
Yeah, all you had to do is say hi to his mom. I'd speak to
I mean, I started that car up, and you'd have thought there was a number 3 on the side of it. Man. I mean,
All right, gang. It's been fun this morning. Thank you very much, both of you, for being here. Thank you all for the agents.
Thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely. Absolutely. We got to do this again.
Yes.
And Big Fred, you have to come in and do a little bit of comedian work for
Hey,
us.
we'll do it.
I know,
Just
that'd
let
be
me know.
fun.
We'll do
I
it.
need an appointment, big friend.
We'll hook you up.
All right. Well, everybody give your names, your numbers, and let them know how to get a hold of you.
Me and Nathan, we are the Cabins Home Team, and you can reach either one of us at 931-345-2406. Of course, we're all over social media.
Pat Bradley, you can call me at 931-345-2736 or call the office at 931-762-42547. Sorry.
4/24/7. Big Fred, how do they get a hold of you if they want to get their hair done?
If you want to get a hold of me, my number is 931-629-9809, and I am at headquarters located across from Duncan's Market and Wendy's, right next to Susu's and Protan.
All right.
My name's Charles Mott. If you want to get a hold of me, it's 931-629-1084. If you need some live music, hit me up. I am at Fiesta in Loretto every Tuesday from 5:30 to 8:30. I'm at Kathy's Tavern every second and fourth Wednesday from 5:30 to 8:30. And I'm at Society every Thursday from 7 o'clock till 10 p.m. And my weekends kind of just change up, and my other days do too. So just hit me up if you need some music.
Are you playing anywhere this weekend?
This weekend, let me look at my calendar.
While he's looking at his calendar, you can always get a hold of me, Teresa Flora, at 931-271-5790. Of course, we are all over social media. You can just Google us. You can Google Flora Rockstars. Go to florarockstar.com. FloraMidSouthRealty.com. We got an awesome website. You need to check it out. You could go on a
Faster
buyer.
updates.
We could go. You made me forget what I was going to say. No, you could go on a buyer's journey. You could go on a seller's journey. Just gives you some insight about that. And what you got, Charles?
I'm at Society Thursday. I'm at Cowpen in St. Joe
Woohoo.
Friday night. 8 till midnight, and then I have a private party Saturday. So.
Woohoo!
Where's the
Yay!
private party at?
It's over there. That's all I want to say.
It's down yonder on the left, is where it's at.
All right. Well, Molly, take us out.
Molly.
Let's go.
Molly.
Molly.
It's fun. I get called Molly all the time. Everybody say bye.
Bye.
Bye.